Anthropic released Claude Design and locked an incredible workflow behind a cloud paywall. But why pay for a closed system when you can run a free, local alternative that uses the AI models already sitting on your laptop? Anthropic proved that if you structure a prompt stack correctly, an AI can stop writing prose and start shipping professional-grade user interfaces. The catch is that their version is cloud-only, paid-only, and locked entirely to their proprietary model. Enter Open Design. It takes that exact same artifact-first mental model and opens it up. It's a local-first, bring-your-own-key workflow that lets you drop your own agent into the driver's seat. The project has already accumulated over 6,300 stars on GitHub. In the open-source world, that many bookmarks suggest a large audience is actively looking for an exit from vendor lock-in. By pulling the entire process onto your local drive, the control pipeline moves behind your firewall. You own the project directory, the prompt logic, and every exported asset. How exactly does an AI design tool function if it doesn't actually include an AI model? Look at this flowchart showing the system's architecture. At the center is a local node daemon. When it boots up, it scans your computer's path variables to find coding tools you've already installed, like Cursor, the Gemini CLI, or GitHub Copilot. It then hijacks those text-based agents and connects them to a unified rendering engine. Your standard coding assistant is suddenly operating a full visual design studio. Because the daemon spawns the interface inside your actual project folder, the agent gets real read and write access to your file system. You keep total ownership of the compute environment, ensuring sensitive code never leaves your machine unless you want it to. This architecture repurposes the latent power of the developer tools already sitting on your hard drive, rather than forcing you to rely on a new third-party foundation model. The workflow begins before the AI writes a single pixel. The moment you enter a prompt, the system halts and forces an interactive discovery form to clarify the audience, tone, and brand context. Once the constraints are locked in, the agent dips into an enormous built-in library. It has access to 19 composable skills and 71 distinct brand-grade design systems, meaning you can instantly apply the exact visual rules of companies like Stripe, Vercel, or Linear. This interface shows the output of the guizang-ppt skill. By dropping in this one specific folder, the agent automatically generates magazine-style presentation decks, complete with complex 3D WebGL backgrounds. But giving an AI a massive toolkit usually leads to unpredictable, messy layouts, often referred to as AI slop or visual hallucinations. To stop that, Open Design uses a rigid scoring mechanism, mapped out on this radar chart. Before showing you anything, the agent silently grades its own work across 5 dimensions: philosophy, hierarchy, execution, specificity, and restraint. Anything scoring under a 3 is instantly rejected. That 5-point critique is just one part of a larger P0 checklist. The agent has to pass every single hard gate on this list before it is allowed to render a single pixel in your sandboxed preview window. Surrounding the model with an aggressive programmatic rule set forces an unpredictable text generator to behave like a meticulous senior designer. This strict workflow produces excellent results, but we have to address the limitations. Open Design is entirely dependent on external infrastructure. If you don't have a base coding agent like Claude or Gemini already installed and configured on your machine, this software does absolutely nothing. It is also still an evolving open-source project with real stability bugs. According to issue 154 on their GitHub tracker, updating the software can sometimes cause older legacy projects to completely fail to load. Despite the bugs, this architecture offers an alternative to monolithic, vendor-locked platforms. Wiring your own local tools into a professional-grade rendering engine changes the financial math of a monthly cloud subscription. We are moving toward modular, local AI ecosystems. Developers are prioritizing environments where individual skills, UI frameworks, and specific AI models can snap together like building blocks. The tooling is becoming entirely composable, putting full control of the entire production pipeline firmly in the hands of the creator. If this breakdown saved you 30 minutes of reading GitHub documentation, hit the subscribe button. And if you need to set up one of those base models to run Open Design, click the video on screen now for our full breakdown of the best local AI coding agents.